mountains and 8 seas make one world. 1,000 worlds make one chiliocosm. One chiliocosm to the power of 3, and there's nothing I can't cut.
Now, I know I can't be the only one who noticed it, but Chapter 6 was on 10. It gave us everything from an action-packed chapter to a dialogue-heavy chapter to a lore dump-heavy chapter, and it blended it perfectly and balanced it perfectly all into one. And I'm reading the chapter and I'm thinking like, bro, yes, like truly a 10 out of 10 chapter. And if we want to look at it objectively, completely objectively, like my favorite chapter is probably like chapter 4 or something like that. Chapter 1 go crazy in the books, you know what I'm saying? 1 through 5 all hands down like fire, Hall of Fame, whatever you want to place them. But if we really want to look at like 10 out of 10 chapter, and it might be like, because it gave us lore, right, with Boruto doubling down with his conversation with Sumire and Sarada about things that's occurring with the Shinju, right? Doubling down on these things are actually already turning into Shinju based off of the processes that they're going through, right? Sumire asking great questions like, why are they even attacking humans? Boruto's like, they attack anything instinctively that has chakra, but only the Otsutsuki can turn them into Shinju. But the things that they have been doing are already evolving them in that process, so something is going down, right? We get more lore, we get more dialogue, we get more character interactions. Damon out here, you putting pause on Kawaki, he's like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Boruto and Sasuke is one thing, but you got some bald-headed mumbo jumbos wearing cold-studded black belts all across their body asking for Naruto. Niggas is finna start asking questions, right? So Kawaki, not only is he on fraud watch, his alert red is beeping across his head, because now it's like Kawaki is getting pushed against the wall, and a whole lot more is even going down. Because you see, my guy Shikamaru kicks off the chapter talking to Bozo 1 and Bozo number 2, right? They out here spouting big nonsense. We've been after Boruto's head for the last 3 years, right? Shikamaru, you gave us a 3-year time gap. You was like, give me 3 years and I'm going to officially accept the Hokage's position. Little do they know, you know what I'm saying? People inverse and outverse, because I'm going to take the blame too. You feel me? We've been questioning Shikamaru in the Boruto era for too many times. You know what I'm saying? And Shikamaru, this chapter is like, have you not heard? Did you not know? You know what I'm saying? Like, how can you have not seen all the things that I have done? Me, Big Shikamaru of the original Konoha 11. Like, what are you talking about, bro? So whether it's subconsciously, unsubconsciously, Shikamaru had a feeling. So he's like, I'm not gonna be 8th Hokage. Wrong with you, boy? Like free Naruto, and it's really free Naruto until it's backwards, until Naruto's free. You feel me? So Shikamaru's letting them know, bro. Elder, no elder, land daimyo. You know what I'm saying? Land of fire, whatever, bro. I got a plan. I'm gonna report back to y'all later. So not only did he come on this chapter, pause, looking majorly drippy on the cover, but he also moving like differently with all 10 of his toes, and he's stepping on every single page and panel, because he's like, bro, empty Hokage cloak, or he could say Lord Eighth on the back. You don't play with me, boy. Opening up these pack of cigarettes, smoking on that future Amato pack, but we moving on into the office, and I feel like I'm the only one who's paying attention to the scene, because I think Shikamaru just like doubled down on his stance, right? And I'm gonna touch back and I'm gonna run back to that, right? But speaking of which, man, shout out to Big Ino. If you didn't know, now you do know. My guy Sai wasn't the father; he was just the father that stepped up. And shout out to my son Shika Die, out here looking crazy. I'm gonna have to slide back in DLC how Shorty do it after all these years. So Shika Die a Christmas present too. You feel me? But neither this nor that. Ino's like, man, I know you too well, Shikamaru. So she drops off the document. She's like, boy, that was a front. That was a cover up. Tell me what's really up. You know what I'm saying? And she's like, if it depends on the topic, I might have to turn in our own temporary Hokage. And Shikamaru's like, listen, shorty, force of the death tuning exams, 4th grade ninja war, reanimated Asuma, watching Choji not become a bitch. Like, we done been through so much, like, let's do this, bro. Just trust me, shorty. So Ino's like, all right, I'm gonna come around, you know what I'm saying? That it is what it is. And that's what she had to do, because, you know what I'm saying, in this family, we only do real nigga things out here. So shout out to Ino. But Ino connects Shikamaru privately with, and I told y'all, man, Boruto and Shikamaru conversation is gonna shift the story, and it has no choice to. So Shikamaru, again, we've been questioning Boruto era again and again. Boruto era, Shikamaru has to step up and let us know, like, yeah, stop playing with me, boy. Stop playing. So I'm thinking, right, bro, official old documents, probably during the Chunin exams, probably from more than 3 years ago, to Shikamaru, so Shikamaru can look. Because Omnipotence switched the memories, it didn't switch physical things, and we have a good, perfect example, because literally, last chapter, Sarada said you can show a baby picture of Boruto, and people still will ignore the fact and accept that Kawaki is Naruto's son. So with the revelation of what Amato said, and how big brain, big IQ Shikamaru is, on top of the fact he's asking old mission documents. He's probably looking who's the old Team 7 or like this generation's team. He's gonna see Boruto, Uzumaki. So he's gonna look at the name, understand that his memories won't accept it. And that's why we see when he talking to Boruto, he's like, you're Boruto Uzumaki, aren't you? And he's like, bro, I don't know why. Even when I just said that, I can't accept the fact that I just said that shit. But I think that's what it was, because now Shikamaru just took something and he's like, you know what? If what Amato is saying is true, let me see something, right? He sees Boruto's name on a mission document and he still isn't able to accept the fact. And I feel like Shikamaru broke it down perfectly for anybody, inverse or outverse, who's still confused about omnipotence, right? He's like, I see Boruto Uzumaki, but whatever, bro. It's Kawaki Uzumaki. But then he hits a big brain idea. Wait, let me switch their position. You know what I'm saying? The Uno reverse on the Uno reverse. That's literally like fucking Uno out. What are you talking about? So he's like, let me switch their positions. If their positions were quote unquote switched, let me just switch it back in my head. So he's like, all right, Boruto is the one who betrayed the village, but if Kawaki is the one who actually betrayed the village, it makes so much sense, and that's how Shikamaru explains it to Boruto. He's like, he may believe what he believes, but if in his head he switches their positions, things that don't make sense starts to make sense. So now he's put in a position where he has to back Boruto privately. So I'm looking forward to the continuation of this conversation. So Boruto gonna have to make do with what he said. Like, hey, I got some minor business to take care of. Hold that thought, Shikamaru. Mitsuki, my fault, big bro, little bro, synthetic bro, however you want to go. It's gonna be a little rough for you, my guy. You know what I'm saying? And Boruto has not been wrong yet. He pulled up to the village. He was like, Cole, keep it a buck, my boy. It's gonna be easy killing you. Tell me what he said to us. That you feel me? He let niggas know. He's like, hey, if we let these things do what they do, it's gonna be the worst possible future for everyone. We in that future, and it's looking pretty damn bad. You feel me? So now he's looking at Mitsuki. He's like, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I ain't look. Flying Thunder God, fuck is you talking about? That wrapping around, bro. Mitsuki's moving real crazy too, right? I'm so fixated on Shikamaru, but let me not sleep on Mitsuki. And you could tell Mitsuki has been definitely affected by the way this man Kawaki has been moving over the past 3 years. And speaking of which, you know what I'm saying? I told y'all about the fraud watch. I told y'all about the red blinking fraud alert. You know what I'm saying? Blinking over Kawaki's head. He's been moving like this, and Damon's been calling him out. He's like, bro, you know what I'm saying? They finna be looking for Naruto, and niggas finna be like, bro, but Naruto is dead, right? Like, if Shikamaru was able to think, if I just switched her positions, it makes sense. You don't think Shikamaru would able to think, like, and the fact that he hasn't formally accepted the Hokage position, like, nah, something's going on. This nigga Naruto is here, but he's not here. He has to be alive somewhere, though. You feel me? And top of Himawari, you know, so many loose ends throughout the first 5 chapters, pointing all towards, I don't think this is the big moment, but leading us even more and more closer to such, right? Now, Kawaki got one-shotted by Mitsuki, bro. I ain't saying this. I ain't saying that. I'm saying what I saw. You feel me? I'm saying, like, I saw the snake bites on man's neck. You feel me? I saw Boruto get wrapped out by not only faster and stronger snakes, but sage arch snakes, right? And they're going for a deadlier strike. You know what I'm saying? And then in Kawaki's defense, it's your homeboy. You're not expecting nothing like that. Not only is it your homeboy, the advantage of not using a powerful attack is like, it's a little sneaky. You can't feel it. You can't sense it. So I give it to that. But the fact is, Mitsuki got something in the bag that's going to put Kawaki in a body bag. You feel me? So if they were to ever fight, you feel me? It can definitely be go time for Kawaki. And I want all of the Kawaki fans to know that. Now, in his defense, like I said, off guard, that's your homeboy. And on top of that, it was a sneaky snake. Boruto's snake had momentum. You know what I'm saying? You in the heat of the battle. You in the heat of the moment. You get time to react. But hey, the amount of time Boruto had and the way he reacted still put him on a level that's like, you know what I'm saying? You're not touching that. He's using his hips. Pause. Pushes the sword. Flying Thunder God. Gotcha, bitch. I'm out. Like, what are you talking about? Purple lightning. Slicing dice. And we out here looking nice, bro. Standing upside down on a cloud. My guy Boruto is on 9, bro. Like, what are you talking? He's moving differently this chapter. Very differently. So he's telling Shikamaru, It's gonna be a little rough. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to handle this right now, and then we're gonna get back to our conversations. Like I said, 10 out of 10 chapter, we got everything. Me personally, I feel like this is, anytime I said 10 out of 10 before, I feel like personally it was probably subjective. It was definitely off of opinions. You know, I could definitely look at more flaws throughout the chapter, but this time I feel I am going from a more objective standpoint. I don't think this is my favorite chapter. Even though we see two of the crazy, like Flight and Purple Lightning breakdown, we definitely going to be talking about that, right? You already know I'm an advocate for Flying Raijin, and we already knew prior to this chapter, Boruto had that in the bag. We already suspected prior to this chapter, Boruto had Flight. We suspected it was space-time ninjutsu in regards to the Jogan or via karma. But, you know, Flying Thunder God and things of that nature. Now, the Purple Lightning threw me for a loop. I'm lit. We here with it. We already know what it's going to be. But 10 out of 10 chapter, just objectively speaking, not my favorite chapter, 10 out of 10. We got everything. Boruto, Sarada conversation, you know what I'm saying? Boruto having a moment with both Sarada and Sumire, talking to them and letting them know, like, yo, I'm finna return and things are finna start getting real gritty. And I know people's going crazy between the Boruto, Sarada scene. And y'all know me, right? Monday is big Sarada always, number one, and Wednesday it might be Sarada 1A, Boruto 1B. This chapter might just make it like, hey, the number one spot is big enough for the both of them. You feel me? It's definitely big enough for the both of them. I said in my spoiler videos, I want to see Sarada kicking some heads and seeing some heads rolling. You know what I'm saying? I'm really curious as to what the Boruto want to say to her, but I feel like it ties back to the last thing Boruto heard from Sasuke. Because not only is he tasked with saving and rescuing Sasuke, and he's very adamant about that, but also everyone else that turned into a tree. But Sasuke asked this man personally to watch over, protect Sarada. You know, Boruto, I feel like he's going to say that in a sense like, yeah, bro, shorty, I got your back. You're still dreaming of becoming the Hokage. You held it down for the last 3 years. I'm going to slice off any nigga neck that come at you sideways. You feel me? Starting with this guy, Mitsuki. He's talking about some get out of the way. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to move out the way. I'm going to do him the honorable deed of putting his face in the dirt outside of the village he loves so much. So I'm really looking forward to this fight. I'm definitely going to be talking more about it. Stay tuned. Boruto Chapter 6 was Fire, Flames, Fuego. You already know how the day go. So holla at your boy. Let me know your thoughts. Comment below. Share the video with your friends. It's your boy Black Uchiha. Black Uchiha out. Yes, sir. Ski.
Hey, can we take a trip to the sky? Show them that our limits too high.
Cocoa butter hips on the west side. She said